Interest rates are always quoted in increments of 1/8 of a point. For example, if you were quoting a rate today at 4.500, that'd be 4.5%. And if a borrower or consumer said, you know, I'd really like a little bit better interest rate, well, the next lowest quote will be 4.375, then 4.25, and so on. Rates are always quoted in 1/8 point increments. Now, what you qualify for has several factors involved, and we'll talk about that another time. But in regard to getting the right quote, getting the right rate, and getting a rate that you like that will meet your needs is something that really should be talked to you about, and you should be given options by the loan officer based on what you're looking for. Now, rates, the lower you go, the more expensive they are. The higher you go, the less expensive they are. And so that's what we call pricing a loan. So for example, today, a 4.500% related in a loan that didn't cost you anything to get that rate, or it didn't credit you anything to get that rate, we would call that a par rate. Now, if it's desired for you to get a rate that is lower, then you would typically call that buying a rate down. And if you didn't want to buy the rate down and you wanted to go a little higher on the rate, that would generate a credit for you. Now, in either case, a cost or credit would actually be reflected on the bottom line on your final closing documents and closing disclosure statement. And so, if the desire is to create a little bit of a credit to reduce your costs to close, then you want a little bit higher rate. And then conversely, if the desire is to get a lower rate, you would pay a little bit, which would raise your cost to close, and that's what we call buying down a rate or paying points.